My child, listen closely to my voice, for I come to you with urgency and power. I am the Lord your God, and I have not forgotten you, nor the seed that came forth from your womb. I have seen your tears in the night. I have heard the cries you thought no one could hear, and I have felt the weight of your heart as you prayed for your son. The enemy has tried to convince you that I am far away, that I do not listen, that your prayers rise no higher than your ceiling. But hear me clearly now. I am nearer to you than the very breath in your lungs, and I am moving on behalf of your family. In the next moments, I will release something divine. Yes, within a short span of time, I will show you a sign that cannot be denied. For I have already commanded my angels concerning your son, the forces of darkness that have tried to bind him, the chains that the enemy has wrapped around his future, the shadows that tried to steal his light. This day, I declare them broken. Do you not know? Do you not believe? I am the God who opens seas, who makes rivers flow in the desert, who raises the dead, who causes the barren to sing. And now, I am speaking directly to you. Your son is about to receive a miracle. This is not a distant promise. This is not for another season. I am speaking of a now moment, a breakthrough that is rushing toward you. You have asked me, "When, Lord? When will you come?" And I answer, "Look up, for your deliverance is near." I tell you this, within minutes, I will begin to reveal the sign of my hand. You will know it is I, for no man, no circumstance, and no power of hell will be able to take the credit. What is coming will mark your family forever. But hear me, my child, do not harden your heart, do not doubt, and do not scroll away from this word. For if you despise the word of the Lord, you close the very door I am opening before you. But if you believe, if you receive this prophecy with faith, you will see my glory descend. The enemy planned destruction, but I have decreed restoration. The enemy wrote sorrow, but I have written joy. The enemy forged chains, but I am sending fire from heaven to melt them before your eyes. Your son shall not be lost to addiction, to confusion, to sickness, or to poverty. Your son is mine, and I have marked him with destiny. I am the Lord, and I do nothing by accident. If you hear this voice, it is because I have chosen this moment to shake the earth beneath your feet, to confirm that I am God, and to remind you that your prayers have been heard in heaven. So now, prepare your heart, for the word that I am about to unfold will be like a sword in your spirit, cutting away despair and planting a new hope. I will show you what the enemy planned. I will reveal what I have decreed, and I will guide you step by step to the miracle that has already been released. Write this upon your heart. Your son is about to receive a miracle, and when you see it, you will know that I, the Lord your God, am faithful. If you believe this word, declare it now in your heart and in your mouth. I trust you, Lord. I receive this prophecy. My beloved child, hear the urgency of my words, for they are not the whispers of man, but the thunder of heaven breaking into your life. This very moment carries weight in eternity, for I, the Lord, have stepped into the timeline of your existence to speak directly to your spirit. Do not dismiss this message, for it is an urgent alert, a divine summons, a warning and a promise wrapped together. The hour is short, and the moment is critical. Your son stands at the crossroads of destiny. The forces of darkness have encircled him, whispering lies, sowing fear, binding his steps. The enemy has said, "He will not rise, he will not succeed, he will not escape." But I am the Lord your God, and I laugh at the counsel of the wicked. For I declare, what no man and no demon can undo. Your son is chosen, your son is marked, your son is protected by the covenant of my blood. Do you not see the signs? Have you not felt the stirring in your soul? The urgency you feel right now is not coincidence. It is my spirit shaking you awake, saying, "Pay attention, for the miracle is at hand." You have prayed for your son in secret, in silence, when no one was watching. You wondered if those prayers reached my throne, and I tell you now, not a single tear, not a single word, not a single groan of your spirit has been ignored. The enemy tried to convince you that the heavens were silent, but my angels were already dispatched. Even when you felt abandoned, I was orchestrating behind the scenes, preparing a divine reversal. In these next moments, in this short span of time, I will manifest myself in such a way that you will say, "Truly, the Lord has spoken and the Lord has moved for me." Hear me, the urgency is real. When I speak of 10 minutes, I do not speak lightly. I am showing you that the time is now. You are not waiting for years. You are not waiting for decades. This is a prophetic season of acceleration. What once took years, I will accomplish in minutes. What once seemed impossible, I will birth before your eyes. But you must decide how you will respond. Will you treat this word as ordinary? Will you pass by my voice as if it were background noise? Or will you receive it as the very breath of God invading your atmosphere? For I warn you, those who harden their hearts will miss the hour of visitation, but those who believe will taste the fruit of heaven. Your son is about to encounter me. A miracle will break through the clouds of opposition. Chains of sickness are being broken. Chains of confusion are being scattered. Chains of addiction are snapping under the weight of my glory. Chains of failure and hopelessness are melting like wax before the fire of my presence. I am sending a sign, and it will not delay. Some of you will see a phone call. Some of you will hear unexpected news. Some of you will feel a sudden peace descend like rain. Some of you will see a door open that no man can shut. This is not imagination. This is divine intervention. I speak this urgently because the battle over your son is intense. Hell knows that he carries destiny. Hell knows that he is called to be a light. Hell knows that he will carry a testimony that will shake generations. That is why the attacks have been relentless. But I say to you, greater is he who is in you, and greater is he who has marked your son, than he who is in the world. Therefore, prepare yourself. This is not the time for fear. This is not the time for doubt. This is the moment for bold faith. Stand up in your spirit, lift your head, and declare, "My son belongs to the Lord. My family belongs to the Lord. The enemy has no authority here." As you declare it, heaven will align with your word. Angels will draw their swords. The atmosphere of your home will shift. You will feel the weight of oppression lift and the fragrance of freedom enter. And you will know, truly, you will know, that this is the word of the Lord. I tell you again, this is your urgent alert. Do not ignore it, for the enemy would love nothing more than to distract you, to steal this word from your heart before it takes root. But if you hold on to it, if you guard it like treasure, it will bring forth the miracle you have been longing for. Write this in your spirit, speak it with your mouth, and seal it with your faith. Your son is about to receive a miracle, and nothing can stop it. And now, I ask you to take a step of faith. Do not keep silent. Break the agreement of fear and doubt. Speak life publicly, right now. Write these words in the comments as a declaration of your faith. My son's miracle is on the way. I receive this word from the Lord. Let this be your offering of faith, a testimony written for the world to see, a sign to heaven, and a strike against the powers of darkness. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My beloved, listen closely, for my hand is not only upon you, but upon the bloodline that flows from you. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God who blesses not just one, but generations. The cry of a parent reaches my throne in a unique way, for I know the depth of your heart. When you call upon me for your child, I see every prayer you have released over your son, every night you have stayed awake, every anxious thought you have carried, and every sacrifice you have made. None of it has been wasted. Heaven itself has recorded your petitions. The angels have carried your prayers like incense before my throne. The very walls of your home have absorbed the sound of your cries, and now they echo in my presence. Do you think I am deaf to your tears? Do you believe that I am blind to your devotion? No, child. I tell you today that I have stored every prayer in the chambers of eternity, and the moment of release has come. Heaven is moving for your family. Do you feel it? The wind of my spirit is already shifting the atmosphere. The battle that was raging in unseen realms has now turned in your favor. I have commanded hosts of angels to surround your household. Darkness cannot enter without permission, and I have withdrawn permission. The devourer who sought to destroy your son has been rebuked by my voice. I remind you of my word. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. See, this is not just a verse to comfort you. It is a decree of ownership. Your son does not belong to the world. He does not belong to addiction. He does not belong to despair. He does not belong to failure. He belongs to me. And because he belongs to me, I will fight for him with the full power of heaven's armies. The enemy has launched attacks against your family in cycles. You have seen waves of trouble rise up, one after another, until you wondered if it would ever end. But I speak now. The cycle is broken. The curse is shattered. The assignment of darkness against your household is nullified, for I am stepping in with power. And when I move, no force can resist me. Heaven moves not in hesitation, but with authority. I do not come to negotiate with the powers of hell. I come to overthrow them. I come to silence the voices that tormented your son. I come to uproot the seeds of fear planted in his heart. I come to realign his steps with the path I designed before he was even formed in the womb. Can you see it, child? Can you perceive it? Your son's miracle is not simply about him. It is about the testimony that will arise in your entire family. What I do for him will echo into your bloodline. Brothers will see it. Sisters will see it. Relatives who doubted will see it. And they will know that the Lord has moved. I tell you this plainly. I am raising up your family as a witness. The very people who whispered that you would never see breakthrough will watch as I lift your son. The same mouths that spoke curses will be silenced by the sight of blessing. Where there was shame, I will bring honor. Where there was poverty, I will release abundance. Where there was division, I will restore unity. For when I move for one, I move for all. Do not doubt what I am saying. Some of you are listening and thinking, but Lord, my family is too broken. My son is too far gone. I am God, and nothing is too difficult for me. Did I not raise Lazarus from the tomb after 4 days? Did I not bring Joseph from prison to palace in a single day? Did I not turn Saul, the persecutor, into Paul, the apostle? Do not tell me your situation is beyond repair. I am the master of impossible turnarounds. So lift your head and strengthen your faith. Heaven is moving for your family right now. Angels are standing guard. Destiny is being rewritten. The chains are falling. The miracle is not on its way. It is already here. And now I ask you, my child, to seal this word with a declaration of faith. Do not remain silent, for silence is agreement with fear. Break the silence and release your faith into the atmosphere. Write these words in the comments as a testimony and a prophetic act. Heaven is moving for my family. My son's miracle is here. Let these words be written not only on your screen, but on the tablets of heaven. Let the enemy see your declaration and tremble. Let your faith rise as your words align with mine. For I, the Lord, have spoken, and when I decree, it is done. The invisible battle of the enemy. My child, open your eyes to what has been hidden, for you see the surface of things, but I see into the depths. You watch the struggles of your son in the natural realm, but I, the Lord, reveal to you now the invisible battle that has raged around him. This battle has not been against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, against rulers of darkness, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the unseen places. The enemy has studied your family. He has traced your bloodline. He has searched for weaknesses, for open doors, for cracks in the foundation. He sought to enter through generational curses, through words spoken long ago, through wounds never healed. He set traps for your son even before he came of age, planting snares along his path, hoping to lead him astray, to cripple his destiny, to keep him from the greatness I placed inside him. Do not mistake this. The battles your son has faced have not been ordinary. The heaviness, the confusion, the temptations, the failures, these have been weapons crafted in hell's forge, aimed with precision against his soul. The enemy feared your son because he carries a calling that will shake the earth. The very attacks he has endured are evidence of the greatness I have written over his life. But hear me now. The enemy's weapons are powerless before my hand. He can strategize, but I dismantle. He can roar, but I silence. He can surround, but I scatter. For I am the commander of heaven's armies, and when I fight, the victory is sure. Look back, child. How many times did the enemy try to destroy your son, yet he survived? How many traps were set, yet he escaped? How many storms came, yet he is still here? It was not luck. It was not chance. It was my hand preserving him for this very moment. Even when you feared you would lose him, I was shielding him. Even when he strayed, I followed. Even when he stumbled, I lifted him. The invisible battle has been fierce, but I am exposing the schemes of the enemy. The curse will not pass to the next generation. The chain will not hold. The addiction will not conquer. The sickness will not last. The failure will not define him. For I, the Lord, have stepped into the battlefield, and with a single word, I scatter the hosts of darkness. I speak now. Your son's name is written in heaven. His destiny is sealed by my spirit. His life is not in the hands of the enemy. It is in mine. The invisible battle has turned. What once looked like defeat is becoming a testimony of victory. The very things the enemy used to try to destroy him will become the evidence of my glory when I lift him. This is why I warn you, do not be deceived by what you see with your eyes. The battle is not decided by appearances. Do not judge by what looks broken, by what looks delayed, by what looks impossible. For I, the Lord, am working in the unseen, and I am bringing forth a miracle that will manifest in the seen. The enemy has lost ground. His time is short. The grip he thought was unbreakable has snapped. The battle has been fierce, but the victory is mine, and I give that victory to you. So now, I ask you to respond in faith. Do not let this word pass without action. Speak against the enemy's lies. Declare over your son what I, the Lord, have already decreed, and take a step of bold faith right now. Write these words in the comments as a prophetic declaration. The invisible battle is won. My son is victorious in the Lord. Do not be ashamed to declare it publicly. Your words are a weapon. Your declaration shakes the atmosphere. Your comment becomes a testimony written in time and in eternity. And if this word has pierced your heart, if you know this message carries my voice, then take another step of faith. Honor what I am doing in your life by sowing into this word. Offer a super thanks as a seed of gratitude, as a sign of faith, as a testimony that you believe what I have spoken. For when you sow into a prophetic word, you align yourself with heaven's movement. I do not need your gift to be God, but I honor faith wherever I find it. And when you release what is in your hand, I release what is in mine. Do not miss this moment. Heaven is moving. The battle is already turning. Your son's miracle is sealed. Stand firm, declare boldly, give generously, and watch what I will do. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. The angelic intervention. My child, you must understand the unseen help that surrounds you. For even now, angels walk through the rooms of your home. Even now, they stand by your son's side. I, the Lord, have commanded them, and they obey without delay. You prayed, and I answered. You cried, and I sent reinforcement. You thought you were alone, but you have never fought a single battle by yourself. At every dark moment, when despair whispered, when the enemy shouted, when the storm raged, my angels were stationed around you. They shielded, they defended, they guarded, they lifted. The enemy wanted to touch your son, but he could not. For my angels stood as a wall. The enemy wanted to end his story, but he could not. For my angels formed a shield. And now I tell you, a fresh intervention is taking place. At this very hour, angels have descended with assignments specific to your son's destiny. Do you remember how I sent angels to Daniel in the lion's den? Do you recall how I sent an angel to Peter in prison, causing chains to fall and doors to open by themselves? Do you remember the angel that stood by the tomb, declaring that the Son of Man had risen? Those same angelic hosts are now moving for your family. The angels I send are not weak. They do not tremble before darkness. They carry the authority of my throne, and their presence changes the atmosphere. Some of you will sense it. You will feel peace where there was turmoil. Some will see it. You will notice sudden signs that defy logic. Some will simply know it. Your heart will testify that heaven has stepped in. This intervention is not temporary. It is decisive. Where your son was bound, angels are unlocking doors. Where he was surrounded, angels are escorting him out. Where he was silenced, angels are giving him voice. Where he was wandering, angels are guiding him back to destiny. I want you to know this truth. Your son's life matters in heaven. He is not forgotten, not overlooked, not abandoned. He carries purpose, and because of that purpose, I have deployed my armies. Even now, an angel walks before him. One walks behind him. One guards his right, and one guards his left. He is covered. And hear me, some of you feared your son's future, but I say, his future is secure in me. Some of you feared death, but I say, life overflows. Some of you feared shame, but I say, honor is coming. The angelic intervention is proof that I have chosen your son, and no plan of hell will prevail. So I command you, my child, lift your voice and declare with faith. Write it boldly in the comments as a testimony, before men and angels alike. Angels are fighting for my son. His miracle is sealed. Let this declaration break fear. Let it establish truth. Let it echo in the spiritual realm as a sign that you agree with my word. Do not stay silent. Silence gives space to doubt, but your declaration gives space to faith. And now I ask you, if this word has stirred your heart, if you know it carries the voice of heaven, take a step of faith. Do not only receive, respond. Release a super thanks as a prophetic act. It is not about the amount, but about the faith you place behind it. When you sow into what I am doing, you align yourself with the flow of miracle. The angels are already moving. Your faith is the key that accelerates their mission. Just as Cornelius's prayers and offerings came before my throne as a memorial, so too your faith and your gratitude rise before me when you act. Give thanks openly. Write in the comments. Release your seed of gratitude through a super thanks. Do it not as obligation, but as worship. For when you honor my word, I honor your household. Your son is not alone. The angelic intervention is already in motion. Trust, believe, declare, and give thanks. For I, the Lord, have spoken. My child, hear me clearly. I am not speaking of a distant day. I am not speaking of a faraway season. I am declaring a now moment. I am the God of eternity. Yet I step into time to remind you that I can shift everything in an instant. When I say 10 minutes, I am revealing to you how near your miracle truly is. You have waited years. You have prayed months. You have endured seasons of silence. But the suddenness of my power will overtake you. Just as the lightning flashes from one end of the sky to the other, so will my intervention appear without warning. Suddenly, your son will be lifted. Suddenly, the news you longed for will arrive. Suddenly, the chains will shatter. The sign is not to create curiosity. It is to build faith. I am showing you that the delay is over. I am showing you that what seemed impossible yesterday is already unfolding today. I am showing you that the word I have spoken cannot return void. Think on this. In 10 minutes, I can part a sea. In 10 minutes, I can open a barren womb. In 10 minutes, I can raise the dead. In 10 minutes, I can shift governments and overturn nations. So, what is your son's situation compared to my power? It is nothing, for I am the Lord, and nothing is too hard for me. Some of you will feel a sudden peace descend upon you within these moments. Some of you will receive a call or a message that confirms my hand. Some of you will see a physical sign in your environment that you cannot explain. These are not coincidences, they are heaven's fingerprints upon your life. But know this, the sign is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the opening of a door that no man can shut. It is the signal that the turnaround has begun. And once I begin a work, I complete it. Do not allow doubt to steal this hour. Do not allow fear to silence your faith. Stand firm, for I am faithful. And now I call you to respond. Do not remain passive when heaven is moving. Declare your faith boldly. Write it now in the comments, as a sign to yourself, as a testimony to others, and as a decree in the spiritual realm. In these 10 minutes, my miracle is manifesting. My son is covered by God. Do not hold back your words. Your declaration is powerful. When you write it, you release faith into the atmosphere. When you declare it, you align your voice with mine. When you seal it in the comments, you establish it before men, angels, and demons, that you believe my word. This is the hour. This is the moment. The sign is near, and your son's miracle is certain. Watch, for in minutes you will know that the Lord has spoken. Promise of healing and deliverance. My child, I am the Lord who heals you. I am the one who delivers you from the pit. I am the one who takes what was broken and restores it to wholeness. I have heard your cry for your son, not only for his future, not only for his provision, but for his health, his mind, and his spirit. And I declare to you now, healing and deliverance are being released. What man could not fix, I will restore. What medicine could not reach, I will touch. What counselors could not unravel, I will break open. For I am the Creator, and I know the innermost parts of your son. I fashioned him in the womb. I wrote his days before one of them came to be. And I will not allow the enemy to destroy what I have authored. I see the wounds he carries, some visible, some invisible. I see the sickness that tried to cling to his body. I see the battles in his mind, the whispers of fear, the chains of anxiety, the lure of temptation, the shadows of despair. I see the heavy yoke that the enemy placed on his shoulders, and I say to you, I am breaking it now. The chains of infirmity are falling. The chains of addiction are shattering. The torment of the mind is silenced. The poison of shame is washed away. For where my spirit is, there is freedom, and I am filling his life with my spirit. Do not think deliverance is a process too long for me. With one word I cast out legions. With one touch I opened blind eyes. With one command I healed the paralyzed. With one breath I raised the dead. And I say to you, in this moment, I am speaking one word over your son, delivered. He will not remain bound. He will not remain broken. He will not remain defeated. For I, the Lord, am declaring his release. And whom the Son sets free is free indeed. This promise is not only for him, it is for your whole household. As I deliver him, I deliver you from the fear of losing him. As I heal generations. As I restore him, I restore the honor of your family name. What the enemy meant for evil, I turn for good. Lift your faith, for the promise is sure. Healing is not delayed. Deliverance is not postponed. The breakthrough is not far away. It is here now, unfolding even as you listen to my voice. And now, I ask you to act in faith. Do not let this promise pass in silence. Let your words align with my decree. Write it in the comments, not as empty letters, but as a prophetic declaration. My son is healed. My son is delivered. I receive this promise. When you write it, you claim it. When you declare it, you establish it. When you agree with me, you open the gates of heaven over your house. Let the world read your faith. Let the angels record your declaration. Let the enemy tremble at your words. For I am the Lord your God, and I have spoken healing and deliverance over your family. It is finished. My child, I am not only the God who heals and delivers, I am also the God who provides. I am Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who sees and supplies every need. I know the financial burdens you have carried for your family. I know the silent worries you have hidden in your heart. I have seen the moments when you looked at your son and wondered how you would secure his future, how you would give him stability, how you would keep him from the cycle of lack that has touched generations before him. But hear me now. I am breaking the curse of poverty over your bloodline. What your ancestors could not access, I will release to you. What the enemy stole from past generations, I will restore with interest. Your son will not walk in the same chains of financial struggle. He will not repeat the patterns of lack. For I, the Lord, am opening new doors of provision that no man can shut. The enemy has whispered, your children will never rise above this. They will always struggle. They will always be limited. They will always depend. But I declare the opposite. Your son will carry wealth with purpose. He will see abundance not as vanity, but as testimony. He will inherit favor that others cannot explain. He will walk in opportunities that are beyond his qualifications, for I am the one who promotes. I am the one who elevates. I am the one who gives power to create wealth. Do not think that financial miracles are small in my eyes. Did I not rain manna from heaven? Did I not cause water to flow from a rock? Did I not multiply oil in the jars of the widow until her debts were erased? Did I not feed thousands with a few loaves and fish? And do I not own the silver and the gold, the cattle on 1,000 hills? If I provided then, I will provide now. This miracle will not only touch you, it will touch your son's generation. I am shifting his future. Where he would have carried debt, he will carry abundance. Where he would have begged for help, he will become a giver. Where he would have been oppressed by financial shame, he will rise with financial testimony. Watch as I open doors of scholarship, promotion, business, and favor. Watch as I connect him with people who will be instruments of blessing. Watch as I release streams of income you never imagined. For I am the Lord, and I delight in prospering my children. But I call you now to respond in faith. Do not only listen, declare. Break the agreement of lack with the words of your mouth. Write it now in the comments as a decree that shakes the realm of darkness. The curse of poverty is broken. My son will walk in abundance. Do not hesitate. Your declaration is not only for today, it is a prophetic seed that will echo into tomorrow. Each word you write establishes the foundation of faith upon which I will build. And remember this, gratitude unlocks multiplication. Just as the boy's small lunch multiplied when it was placed in my hands, so too will I multiply what you place before me. Give thanks now. Declare it openly. Believe it firmly. For the financial miracle over your children is already in motion. Your son will not live in lack. He will be a testimony of provision. He will walk in blessing, and your family will see that the hand of the Lord has overturned every financial curse. I, the Lord your God, have spoken. Breaking generational curses. My child, hear the word of the Lord. The curses that have followed your family will go no further. I have seen the patterns that repeat from generation to generation. I have watched the cycles of pain, poverty, addiction, sickness, betrayal, and failure. I have heard you ask, why does this always happen to us? Why does my son face the same battles that I and those before me faced? And now I answer, today the cycle ends. The enemy has tried to chain your bloodline to his agenda. He planted seeds of destruction long before you were born. He thought that what bound your ancestors would also bind your children. But I am the Lord, and I say to you now, I am cutting off the root of every generational curse. What destroyed your fathers will not destroy your son. What afflicted your mothers will not afflict your children. What held back those before you will not hold back the ones I have chosen. Consider my word. Did I not say that the curse is broken by the power of the cross? Did I not promise that the blood of Jesus speaks a better word than the blood of Abel? Did I not decree that the Son of God was manifested to destroy the works of the devil? Then hear me now. The cross is enough. The blood is enough. The curse is shattered forever. The enemy whispered that your son would fall into the same darkness. He tried to convince you that nothing could change, but I tell you, he is a liar. The blood of my son has spoken. It has already canceled every written accusation. It has already silenced every legal claim. It has already erased every mark against your family. You will see the difference. Where there was always loss, there will now be gain. Where there was always sickness, there will now be health. Where there was always betrayal, there will now be loyalty. Where there was always confusion, there will now be clarity. For I am declaring a new lineage, a new heritage, a new beginning over your household. Your son will not inherit the curses of the past. He will inherit the blessings of the future. He will be a pioneer of change. He will be the first in the family to break barriers, to rise higher, to walk in freedom. He will not carry the weight of past chains, but the mantle of future glory. Mark this moment, child. The curse is broken. You will look back and say, "That was the day everything shifted. That was the day the bloodline was cleansed. That was the day my son's destiny was secured." But I call you to respond. Do not hear this word and stay silent. Break the curse with your declaration. Write it now in the comments as a decree that establishes heaven's verdict over your family. The curse is broken. My son is free. My family walks in blessing. Do not delay. Write it boldly. Each word is a hammer shattering the chains. Each declaration is a light driving out darkness. Each testimony in the comments is a witness that heaven has intervened. And know this, as you declare it, angels record it. As you write it, demons flee from it. As you believe it, I establish it. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. Closed doors will open. My child, I am the God who opens and no one shuts, and who shuts and no one opens. I have watched as your son has knocked on doors that refuse to move. I have seen the opportunities that slipped away, the rejection letters, the unanswered prayers, the jobs that were lost, the relationships that ended, the paths that seemed blocked. Each closed door made you question if I had forgotten him. But hear me now. Those doors closed because I would not allow him to walk where my will was not. The enemy tried to convince you that the closed doors were a curse, but I tell you, they were protection. I kept him from traps he did not see. I kept him from relationships that would have destroyed him. I kept him from jobs that would have drained him. I kept him from paths that would have stolen his destiny. Every no that frustrated you was actually my mercy at work. But now I say to you, the season of closed doors is ending. This is the hour when I open what no man can close. Doors of opportunity are about to swing wide. Doors of education, doors of business, doors of ministry, doors of influence, doors of favor. These doors are opening by my decree. Your son will not wander endlessly anymore. He will walk with clarity, with purpose, with favor. Where one door closed, 7 doors will now open. Where man said, impossible, I say, watch me do it. Where the enemy said, blocked forever, I say, path cleared. The keys are in my hands, and I am placing those keys in his life. He will step into places he is not qualified for by human standards, but my favor will be the key. He will be chosen where others are overlooked. He will rise where others fall. He will be seated at tables where his name was never even mentioned before. And I say to you, child, this will not only affect him, it will affect your whole family. The door I open for him will become a gateway of blessing for generations. As I elevate him, I elevate you. As I honor him, I honor your household. So prepare yourself. The doors you thought were locked forever are about to move. The gates you thought were sealed are about to burst open. Do not fear the knock of opportunity. Do not shrink back when the invitation comes. Step forward in faith, for this is my doing. And now, as a sign of faith, I call you to declare it publicly. Do not let this prophecy remain unspoken. Write it in the comments with boldness as a decree over your family. The doors are opening. My son will walk through in victory. Let your words be the key. Let your declaration be the testimony. Let the world read and see that you believe. For when you declare what I declare, the earth must align and the heavens rejoice. The closed doors are opening. The blocked paths are cleared. The locked gates are broken. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. The voice of God calling for obedience. My child, I speak, and my sheep hear my voice. Yet many harden their hearts. Many turn away. Many pretend not to hear. But I call to you now, and I call to your son. Obey my voice, for in obedience there is blessing, and in rebellion there is ruin. I have spoken to you in whispers during the night. I have stirred your heart in prayer. I have placed burdens in your spirit that would not let you rest. These were not accidents. These were not simply feelings. These were my words, my instructions, my guidance. For I, the Lord, lead my children in the way they should go. The enemy fights hardest against obedience. He knows that if you obey my word, doors will open, chains will break, miracles will manifest, and destinies will be fulfilled. That is why he tempts with distraction, with doubt, with delay. He whispers, "Tomorrow you can obey. Later you can obey." But I say to you, today is the day. Now is the moment. Obedience is not always easy, but it is always rewarded. Did I not ask Abraham to leave his land? And did I not bless him as father of nations? Did I not tell Moses to raise his staff? And did I not part the Red Sea? Did I not command Peter to cast his net again? And did I not fill it to overflowing? Every act of obedience unlocks a miracle. I call your son into obedience. I call him to walk away from the voices of destruction. I call him to break ties with the paths that lead to ruin. I call him to choose me above the world. And as he obeys, I will bless him. As he obeys, I will elevate him. As he obeys, I will surround him with favor. And you, my child, I call you also. Obey me in your declarations. Obey me in your faith. Obey me when I ask you to step out in boldness. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. For in your obedience, you unlock blessing for yourself and your family. You have asked for miracles. I ask for obedience. You have cried for breakthrough. I call for surrender. You have longed for signs. I long for your trust. If you hear my voice and act, you will see my hand move swiftly. Now I ask you to respond in a simple act of obedience. Do not remain silent. Declare your agreement with my word. Write it now in the comments, not for man, but as a testimony before heaven. I choose obedience. My family will follow the Lord. Let this be your decree. Let the angels record it. Let the enemy hear it and tremble. For every word written in faith becomes a seed planted in eternity. The miracle is near. The blessing is prepared. But obedience is the key that opens the door. Choose this day whom you will serve. Choose me, and you will never be forsaken. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My child, you have seen what men can do, but now you will see what only my Spirit can accomplish. For I promised long ago, in the last days, I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. That promise was not only for then, it is for now, for your house, for your son. The enemy wants him dry, empty, and lifeless. The world wants him distracted, confused, and numb. But I, the Lord, desire to fill him with my Spirit until he overflows. For when my Spirit comes, chains are broken, wounds are healed, vision is restored, and purpose is ignited. This outpouring will not be a small measure. I do not give sparingly. I give in abundance. Just as I filled the upper room with wind and fire, I will fill your household with my presence. Just as tongues of fire rested upon my disciples, my Spirit will rest upon your son. Just as rivers of living water flow from those who believe, so shall my Spirit flow from within him. The Holy Spirit is the comforter your son has needed. He is the teacher your son has longed for. He is the fire that will burn away confusion. He is the oil that will heal every hidden wound. He is the power that will give him boldness to stand against the schemes of the enemy. You prayed for change, but lasting change comes only through my Spirit. You prayed for strength, but true strength comes only through my Spirit. You prayed for wisdom, but perfect wisdom comes only through my Spirit. And I say to you, the outpouring is here. Your son will not remain the same. He will begin to hunger for me. He will begin to dream dreams and see visions. He will begin to sense my voice more clearly. The things that once pulled him down will lose their grip, for my Spirit within him will be greater than anything outside of him. And do not think this outpouring will touch him alone. It will flow into your entire household. Peace will settle in your home. Unity will be restored in your family. Joy will break forth like dawn after the longest night. The sound of worship will replace the sound of despair. For where my Spirit is welcomed, transformation follows. So prepare your heart, prepare your home, lift your expectation. Invite me openly and without fear, for I am pouring out my Spirit, and I am choosing your family as a vessel of fire in this generation. And now I ask you to respond in faith. Do not remain silent when heaven is speaking. Write it now in the comments as a prophetic decree. Holy Spirit, fill my house. Pour yourself over my son. Let this declaration be your invitation. Let your comment be a sign of hunger. Let your written words be like an open door for my Spirit to enter. As you declare it, I will honor it. As you write it, I will release it. The outpouring has begun. Believe it, declare it, receive it. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My child, I am the God who restores. I am the one who takes what was torn apart and weaves it together again. I am the one who heals the wounds of division and brings harmony where there was strife. I have seen the fractures within your family, the distance, the misunderstandings, the silence, the pain that has separated hearts. I have seen the tears you shed for your son, not only for his well-being, but for the unity of your home. The enemy has always targeted families. From the beginning, he sought to divide, to sow mistrust, to create hostility, to turn brother against brother, parent against child, husband against wife. For he knows that a divided house cannot stand. He wanted your family broken because he feared what you could accomplish together. But I declare now, his assignment has failed, for I am the God of reconciliation. I am the God of restoration. I am the God who turns the hearts of fathers to their children and the hearts of children to their fathers. I am the God who removes bitterness and replaces it with love. I am the God who heals generations. Your son will not remain estranged. Your family will not remain scattered. I am drawing hearts back together. I am removing walls of pride and offense. I am softening hardened hearts. I am healing unspoken wounds. Soon, you will see conversations begin again. You will see forgiveness flow like a river. You will see the embrace that once felt impossible. You will see the laughter return where there was only silence. Do not doubt what I can do. Did I not restore Joseph to the brothers who betrayed him? Did I not reconcile Jacob with Esau after years of division? Did I not bring back the prodigal son to his father's arms? I am the same God, and I delight in restoring what was lost. Your son's miracle is not only for him, it is a sign for your whole household. As I touch him, I touch you. As I bless him, I bless your family. As I heal him, I heal your bloodline. The testimony will not be of one person, but of an entire house transformed by my hand. And I tell you this, the restoration will be so complete that what was broken will no longer even look like it was damaged. The scars will fade. The pain will be forgotten. The joy will be greater than what was lost. For I make all things new. Now I call you to participate in this restoration. Do not wait in silence. Do not hide your faith. Declare with boldness what I am about to do. Write it in the comments as a prophetic decree. as a testimony for angels and men to see. My family is restored. My son is coming back. Unity is in my house. Write it, believe it, proclaim it. For every word you declare is like a seed planted in the soil of heaven, and I, the Lord, will cause it to bear fruit. Your family is not lost. Your son is not lost. Restoration has already begun. Reunion is already unfolding, and soon the sound of joy will return to your home. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. Victory over the enemy. My child, do not tremble before the enemy. Do not magnify his power, for I am the Lord, and I have already conquered him. The victory was sealed at the cross when my son declared, "It is finished." From that moment, the authority of darkness was broken. The enemy has weapons, but they are powerless against the blood of Jesus. He roars, but he is defeated. He threatens, but he cannot overcome. The battles your son has faced were fierce, because the enemy knew what was inside him. He feared the destiny written over his life. He feared the calling that rests upon him. He feared the impact his testimony would carry. That is why the opposition came so strong. But what the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. I want you to see this clearly. Your son is not fighting for victory. He is fighting from victory. The battle has already been won in the spiritual realm. Every demonic assignment has been canceled. Every curse has been broken. Every weapon has been disarmed. The enemy may try to intimidate, but his authority has been stripped away. Remember how David faced Goliath. The giant mocked, threatened, and boasted, but with one stone I delivered him into David's hand. So too will I deliver the giants that have threatened your son. Remember how Israel stood trapped at the Red Sea. Pharaoh's army pursued with strength, but with one command I opened the waters and drowned the enemy. So too will I scatter those who pursue your family. Victory is not coming. It is already here. Your son's life will testify of triumph. The very chains that held him will become the evidence of my power when I display them broken. The very attacks that tried to bury him will become the platform for his rise. The enemy will regret the day he ever touched your family, for out of this battle will come a testimony that will shake generations. Lift up your head, child. Do not live in fear any longer. Do not let the threats of the enemy fill your heart with dread. I, the Lord, surround you like a wall of fire. I, the Lord, fight your battles. I, the Lord, crush your adversaries under my feet. And I have given that same authority to you. Speak with boldness. Declare with confidence. Walk in the assurance that victory is yours. The time has come to proclaim it publicly. Let your faith rise higher than your fear. Write it now in the comments as a decree over your family. The enemy is defeated. My son walks in victory. Do not hesitate. Do not be silent. Each word you write is a weapon. Each declaration you make strengthens your spirit. Each testimony in the comments becomes another stone thrown at the head of the giant. The victory is sealed. The enemy is under your feet. Your son will not be overcome. He will overcome. He will not be a victim. He will be a victor. He will not walk in defeat. He will walk in glory. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My child, I know you have asked, Lord, how will I know this is truly you? How will I know this word is not my imagination? How will I know the promise is certain? And I say to you, I am a God of confirmation. I do not speak in vain. I do not release a word without giving a sign to seal it. When I spoke to Gideon, I confirmed my word with the dew on the fleece. When I spoke to Elijah, I confirmed it with fire from heaven. When I spoke to Mary, I confirmed it with the witness of Elizabeth carrying John in her womb. When I spoke to my disciples, I confirmed it with tongues of fire and the rushing wind of my spirit. And now I will confirm my word to you. You will see a sign that cannot be denied. It may come as a sudden message, as an unexpected encounter, as a door opening, as a moment of peace, as a change in your son's countenance, or as a dream in the night. Do not despise it, for it will be my whisper saying, yes, this is me. Yes, the miracle is real. Yes, I am faithful. I give you confirmation because I know the enemy tries to sow doubt. He says, it will not happen. It was only a thought. It was only emotion. But I silence his lies with proof of my presence. The confirmation is not for me. It is for you, so that your faith will not fail, so that your hope will not waver, so that you will know with certainty that I am with you and with your son. Mark my words, the confirmation will come quickly. It will not delay. And when it comes, you must not dismiss it as coincidence. You must lift your voice in thanksgiving and declare, "This is the hand of the Lord. For what I reveal in small signs will soon manifest in great miracles." Your son's life will carry many confirmation. Family will see it and say, "Surely the Lord has done this." Friends will see it and testify, "This could only be God." Even those who doubted will confess, "The hand of the Lord is upon him." The miracle will not be hidden. It will be confirmed in plain sight. Now I ask you, my child, to prepare your heart by declaring in advance that you believe in my confirmation. Write it now in the comments with boldness and faith. I will see God's confirmation. My son's miracle is sealed. Do not be afraid to put your faith in writing. What you declare becomes a memorial before me. Angels will take note of your words. Demons will tremble at your boldness. And when the confirmation appears, you will remember what you wrote and rejoice, saying, "The Lord has kept his word." This is your sign. I am faithful, I am true, and I do not lie. The confirmation is coming. The miracle is certain, for I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My child, you have heard my words, you have received my promises, and now I call you into a final moment of decision. This is not the time to hesitate. This is not the time to waver between faith and fear. This is the time to stand, to declare, to align your life and your family with my covenant. I am summoning you and your household into a prophetic convocation, a holy gathering where heaven bears witness, where angels surround, and where my spirit seals what has been spoken. Just as Joshua once stood before Israel and declared, "Choose this day whom you will serve," so I place the same call before you now. Your son's destiny is on the altar. Your family's future is in my hands, and I ask you, will you believe me? Will you trust me? Will you declare your allegiance to the Lord who has spoken? The enemy will try one last time to whisper doubt. He will say, "Nothing has changed. Nothing will happen. It is just words." But I tell you, he is a liar, and his time is finished. The miracle is already unfolding. The chains are already broken. The doors are already opening. The confirmation is already on its way. The angels are already fighting. The Spirit is already pouring out. This is the moment where you seal it with your mouth. Do not remain silent. Do not allow fear to steal your voice. Speak boldly. Declare with faith. Proclaim the victory I have promised. For the word you declare today will echo into tomorrow. Hear me, my child. This convocation is not only for you, it is for your son, for your children's children, and for generations yet unborn. The words you speak now will ripple through time. They will be a shield for your family, a testimony to your descendants, a declaration that the Lord has been faithful. I ask you now to take this final step of faith. Write it publicly as a decree. Let it be known that you align with heaven. Let it be written for the world to see, for angels to record, for demons to fear. I receive this prophetic word. My son is blessed. My family belongs to the Lord. Write it, believe it, declare it. For this is your prophetic act of obedience. This is your covenant response to the voice of your God. And as you do, know this: I will not fail you. I will not abandon you. I will not delay my promise. I will complete what I have begun. Your son will rise. Your family will prosper. Your household will carry my presence. And your testimony will shake many, drawing them to the light of my truth. This is your moment, child. This is the final call. The convocation has been declared, the decree has been spoken, and the blessing has been released. Stand, believe, and proclaim, for I, the Lord your God, have spoken. My child, you have heard my words. From the first alert to the final convocation, I have poured out my promises, my warnings, my encouragement, and my decrees over you and your son. Nothing I have spoken is empty. Nothing I have declared will return void. Every word has been sealed in heaven, and every promise will manifest on earth. I remind you again, your son is marked for miracle. The chains are broken. The curses are shattered. The doors are opening. The angels are moving. The Spirit is pouring out. The enemy is defeated. The confirmation is coming, and the blessing is established. Do not allow doubt to creep back in. Do not let fear reclaim the ground that faith has gained. Hold fast to my word. Declare it daily. Speak it over your household, for life and death are in the power of the tongue. And when you align your voice with mine, nothing can stand against you. This is not only about one moment, it is about the future of your family. What I have begun today will ripple through generations. Your children and your children's children will walk in freedom because of the covenant you have embraced. Now, I call you one final time to act in faith. Do not let this conclusion pass in silence. Write it boldly in the comments as your last decree of this message. I receive this prophetic word. My son's miracle is done. My family belongs to the Lord. Let this be your testimony. Let it be your seal. Let it be your covenant declaration before heaven and earth. And as you write it, take another step. Share this word. Spread it to others who need hope, who need healing, who need deliverance. For I do not bless you only for yourself. I bless you to become a blessing. If this message has touched your heart, honor it. Subscribe so you may not miss the next word I will send through this vessel. Share so that others may be lifted as you have been lifted. For in multiplying the word, you multiply the impact of heaven upon the earth. My child, the miracle is not just promised. It is here. Believe it, receive it, declare it, and walk in the fullness of my blessing. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken.